Mega Marino. His name is Mega Marino.
Mega Man Maker Beak, originally from Mega Man 1.
Beak, 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 Beak.
Beaks come in many colors. They come in red, orange, and blue. Beaks are also known as blasters in Japan. Beaks only have 1 health, and they can only be shot when their guard is down. Beaks are wall turrets, and if you encounter one or make contact with one, you take 1 damage. However, if you get shot by a beak, you take 2 damage. That's double damage. In terms of mobility, beaks are just stuck on the wall. You always know when they're going to open up since they're on a timer, and you can shoot them as soon as they're ready to be shot. And of course, in case of enemy spam, you actually want to hug the turrets and stay inside of them, and try not to get shot by them because you'll just take double damage. Beaks mainly appear in Cut Man stage, Bomb Man stage, and the final stages of Mega Man 1. Beaks also take up 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, beaks are usually protected, making itself weak when shooting 4 bullets. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Big Eye, originally from Mega Man 1.
Big Eye, Big Eye.
Big Eyes have 3 variations, blue with a white eye, red with a white eye, and red with a yellow eye. Big Eyes are also known as Bigu Eye in Japan. Big Eyes have 20 health. The good news is you can shoot them whenever and wherever. Big Eyes are one-eyed surveillance robots with high defense that deal a massive 10 damage. In terms of movement, Big Eyes are kinda slow, however they have 2 jump styles, a small hop and a big hop. They can even ascend and descend steps. Once they blink their eye, you can safely pass through them by walking or sliding. And almost every time, as soon as you see one, you just start mashing. Gotta deal 20 damage. You can also slide under a Big Eye small hop, but it requires a pixel and frame perfect slide. In case of Big Eye spam, you're just kinda dead. And of course, Big Eyes can be found all throughout Mega Man 1. They also take up 6 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Big Eye jumps towards the player. If it closes its eye, it'll jump very high. Very durable. Subscribe for more. Crazy Razy, originally from Mega Man 1.
Crazy Razy, Crazy Razy.
Crazy Razys have no variations. Crazy Razys are also known as Karaji Raiji in Japan. Crazy Razys can be killed by being shot 3 times in the body with your buster, or by being shot once in the head. If you make contact with Crazy Razy's body, it'll deal 4 damage. However, getting shot by a Crazy Razy deals only 2 damage, which is half. The best way to deal with these guys is to just jump and shoot their head. In terms of movement, you always want to jump and shoot them in the head. It only takes 1 buster shot to kill them, and if you don't, they'll split in half and their head will start chasing you down. They can become quite annoying. You can also safely jump over Crazy Razys with a full jump. Against Crazy Razy spam, just try to get hit by the projectiles. Crazy Razys appear in Iceman stage in Mega Man 1. Crazy Razys also take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Crazy Razy rushes forwards dropping behind an aggressive chasing head when defeated. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Flying Shell, originally from Mega Man 1.
Flying Shell, Flying Shell.
Flying Shell, Flying Shell.
Flying Shells have no other colors or variations. Flying Shells are also known as Mambu in Japan. Flying Shells have 1 health, and they can only take damage when it opens its shell, exposing its eyes. The flying shell itself will deal 1 damage if you make contact with it. However, getting shot by one of its many projectiles will deal 2 damage, which is double the damage output, so don't get shot by it, if possible. In terms of movement, Flying Shell comes out of the screen horizontally, and they even have their own spawners. Once they peek out of their shell, they will shoot in 8 directions. If you have enough space, you can jump over its projectiles. Preferably, just shoot it when it opens up. During Flying Shell spam, just stay inside the enemy instead of getting shot. Flying Shells appear in Bomb Man stage and Cut Man stage and only take up 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Flying Shell flies across the screen, becoming vulnerable when it stops to fire 8 shots. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Footholders, originally from Mega Man 1.
Footholder, Footholder.
Footholders come in 2 varieties. There's a green one that shoots and an orange one that doesn't shoot. Footholders are also known as Futa Haruda in Japan. Footholders don't have health as they cannot be shot or killed. There's also no way to despawn them. Footholders are invincible elevator robots that were originally created to carry heavy objects. They deal 2 damage. In terms of movement, footholders have a start and an end point where they will go back and forth between them. They can do this in any direction as long as the level allows it. You can also place one in a still position and it won't move at all. And you can also stand pixel perfect at the edge of a footholder. Make sure you're focused on the timing of their shots or you'll just get sniped when jumping from footholder to footholder. Against 2 damage enemy spam, just try to hang on tight. Footholders mainly appear in Iceman stage and Wily 1 stage in Mega Man 1 and take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Footholder, flies between 2 locations, can be stood on, and green ones shoot. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Killer Bullet, originally from Mega Man 1.
Killer bullet, killer bullet, キラーバレット、キラーバレット。
Killer bullets come in 3 colors. They come in red, orange, and blue. Killer bullets are also known as killer bombs in Japan. Killer bullets only have 1 health, and they can be shot at any time with no restriction. Killer bullets are flying enemies that deal 3 damage on contact and 4 damage from their explosion, aka splash damage. In terms of movement, killer bullets will fly across the screen in a wave pattern, and they will explode when shot by the player. If a killer bullet spawner is used, they will keep spawning as they scroll off screen or once they die. It's also worth noting killer bullets spawn the same height as the player when they're spawned, so they will always fly down to your height. In case of enemy spam, don't kill them, just let the enemy hit you. Killer bullets appear from Fireman stage, Iceman stage, and Wily stage from Mega Man 1. They also take up 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Killer bullet, flies in a wave across the screen. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Met, originally from Mega Man 1.
Met. メット。
There are a ton of Met variants in Mega Man, however this one focuses on the OG from Mega Man 1. Mets are known as Metru in Japan, derived from all helmet. Mets only have 1 health, and they can only take damage once they expose themselves from their helmet. Mets are also known as Metools or Hardhead enemies. They deal 1 damage on contact and they deal 2 damage with their bullets, so it's better to just touch them. You can often use Mets to damage boost through other enemies. In terms of movement, Mets stay stationary on the ground. They shoot 3 bullets in a spread shot when you're in a certain proximity, and they hide when you're away. It's best to just shoot a Met as soon as you can when it exposes itself, or just simply jump over it. Mets mainly appear all over the classic Mega Man series. Against Met spam, try to take damage by standing inside of them and not getting hit by their projectiles. Mets also take up only 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Met, hides under a reflective helmet. Get too close and it will shoot at you. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Octopus Battery, originally from Mega Man 1.
Octopus Battery. Octopus Battery.
Octopus Battery comes in many colors. They come in red, blue, and orange. Octopus Batteries are also known as Katsuki Suzy in Japan. Octopus Batteries have 5 health, and of course Octopus Batteries can be shot at any time. Octopus Batteries are robots that are used to block restricted areas. When you make contact with them, they will deal 4 damage. In terms of movement, Octopus Batteries can move in the air from side to side or up and down, and they stick to walls. They stay latched onto the wall for a few seconds before moving. They can also be jumped over pretty easily. You can also slide under them if there's space. Octopus Batteries appear in Cutman stage, Iceman stage, and Dr. Wily stage. Against enemy spam, since Susie's always do 4 damage, you can't negate any damage, so you just gotta dodge or mash. They also take up 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Octopus Battery, moves forward and backwards at a regular rate. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Picket Man, originally from Mega Man 1.
Picket Man, Picket Man. ピケットマン、ピケットマン。
Picket Men have no varieties and are commonly known as Pickle Men. Picket Men are also known as Pikaru Men in Japan. Picket Men have 10 health, and they can only be shot when their shield is down. Picket Men are actually Mets that have a humanoid appearance. They deal 3 damage on contact and deal 2 damage with their pickaxes. In terms of movement, Picket Men will stay guarded for a few seconds before they start spamming axes. You can inch towards them without getting hit. It's best to just mash as soon as the enemy is vulnerable. And you can also get a nice clean jump over a Picket Man without taking any damage, but it is one of the tightest jumps in the game. You do have to align yourself perfectly, get the perfect jump, but man, does it feel good. During enemy spam, just try to get hit by the axes and not the enemy itself. Picket Men mainly appear in Gutsman stage and take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Picket Man stands behind a shield, lowering the shield to throw pickets at you. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Screw Bomber, originally from Mega Man 1.
Screw Bomber. スクリューボンバー。
Screw Bombers can be blue, orange, or red. They are also known as Screwdriver or Screwdriver in Japan. Screw Bombers have 3 health. They can be shot at any time, even when they aren't active. Screw Bombers were originally fire extinguishers. If you make contact with one or touch one, you take 1 damage. However, getting shot by one of its many bullets will deal 2 damage, so try to avoid getting shot. In terms of movement, Screw Bombers stay on the floors and ceilings, and when Mega Man gets close to it, it'll shoot 5 shots in different directions. Twice. You can also jump over its bullets and the enemy itself with ease, and you can kill it as soon as it exposes itself. During enemy spam, you'll want to try to touch the screw bombers itself and not get hit by the projectiles. Screw bombers mainly appear in Cutman stage, Fireman stage, and Wily stages, and they also take up one tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Screw bomber periodically extends itself to fire 5 bullets across the screen. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Spine, originally from Mega Man 1.
画鋲る
Spines have 2 color options, blue and orange. Spines are also known as Gabual or Gaburu in Japan. Spines technically have 1 health and they can be killed with certain weapons. Spines are low-lying security robots that travel back and forth on a surface to obstruct intruders. They deal 3 damage. In terms of movement, spines mostly appear on floors and platforms. You can do some pretty tight jumps around them as well. If they are shot and not killed, they will be stunned briefly and stop moving. The stun only lasts a few seconds, so once they're done being stunned, they'll keep moving. It's also important to note when the player's on the ground, the enemy speeds up, so be careful. In case of spine spam, you're always going to take 3 damage, so just try to dodge them. Spines appear all throughout Mega Man 1 and take up 1 tile of space. Also, did you know their name is derived from Gabu, which means thumbtack? The enemy's in-game description is, Spine, moves back and forth, can be stopped if shot, but cannot be killed normally. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Tackle Fire, originally from Mega Man 1.
Tackle fire タックルファイヤタックルファイヤ
Tackle Fires have an option to spawn up to 5 enemies. Tackle Fires are also known as Change Key or Chanki in Japan. Tackle Fires have 1 health but cannot be shot while they're spawning, only once they're falling. Tackle Fires are small robots covered in flames that have large black eyes with red pupils. They deal 2 damage when you touch them, on incoming and outgoing, both 2 damage. In terms of movement, Tackle Fires initially fly up into the screen as a column before they slowly rain down the screen. They usually soft target the player and work on a timer. You can bob and weave between them pretty easily if you are paying attention. And of course you can jump and shoot and just kill them all and clear the path and wait for the next wave to spawn. In case of Tackle Fire spam, just get ready to jump, dash, and evade. Tackle Fires mainly appear in Fireman stage and take up only 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Tackle Fire rises from the ground in groups before raining down from above. Subscribe for more. Watcher, originally from Mega Man 1.
Watcher ウォッチャー
Watchers are reconnaissance robots that pass the screen and shoots off 2 electrical beams from its eyes. Watchers have no alternate colors or variants. Watchers are also known as Wocha in Japan. Watchers have 1 health and can be shot as soon as you see them. Watchers are kind of a pain in the butt because they take forever to spawn on screen. They deal 4 damage on contact and 3 damage from their electric projectiles. In terms of movement, Watchers slowly scroll onto the screen. They'll fire once they reach the player's horizontal position and then retreat back where they came from. If you stand still when they shoot, you can avoid damage. You can literally stand right next to them. And of course, you can also shoot them once they shoot at you, or you can just shoot them when they spawn. Against Watcher spam, just try to get hit by their electrical beams and not by their body. Watcher bodies hurt. Watchers mainly appear in Electman stage and Wily stage in Mega Man 1 and take up 2 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is, Watcher flies vertically along the screen, firing lightning when it comes in line with you. Subscribe for more. God damn it, dude.
Mega Marino, his name is Mega Marino.